What's up, everybody? ArrgThePirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Fenrir in the jungle. Now, guys, get ready. We absolutely tee off this game, but first, let's go over the build. Now, I'm gonna start out with Assassin's Blessing, Mace, 2 healing potions, and 1 mana potion. Then I'm gonna pick up Warrior Tabby, Jotun's Wrath, Heartseeker, Hydra's Lament, Hide of the Urchin, Crusher, Aegis, and lastly, Blink Rune. Now that his build's out of the way, let's go over his kit, and first up we have Unbound Runes, and this is his passive. For every basic attack you hit, you gain 1 stack for runes and a max at 5 stacks. Unchained, Brutalize, and Ragnarok gain additional benefits when you are at max runes, and it consumes the runes when you use that ability. And enemy gods that you kill activate all your runes when they die. So, really, you can kind of think of it as like a passive Heartseeker. But your benefits to your abilities are much different. First up, we have his 1 Unchained. Fenrir leaps forward, dealing damage to all enemies when he lands. At full runes, the leaps stun the enemy's hit, and if the leap hits a god, the cooldown is halved. So really, practice at landing that jump, and hey, you can use it constantly. Next up is his 2 Seeking Howl. Fenrir rears back and howls, inspiring himself with physical power and a lifesteal buff. I'm absolutely terrible with this. And guys, anybody that has ever played with me knows I'm terrible with self-buff things, and this is definitely one of those. You hit that 2 when you want to go in and engage on one of those fights, and I'm terrible with it. Fenrir's 3 is Brutalize. Fenrir gains increased protections and pounces to his ground target location. If there is an enemy in the radius, he strikes them 4 times, dealing damage with each strike, while being immune to knockups. At full runes, each strike deals 75% damage to nearby enemies. This is an awesome clear, but if you jump on to onto an enemy god and they're in the middle of a minion wave at full runes, you'll clear the entire minion wave while you're hitting them. It's a great ability. And lastly, we have Ragnarok. Fenrir grows massive inside, becoming immune to CCs while moving faster. Fenrir bites an enemy god, dealing physical damage and carrying them away. Biting a CC immune target deals the damage, but ends his ultimate. At full runes, his protections are doubled. So, I think we do that one time. We bite a CC immune god, and our ultimate instantly goes away. It feels bad when that happens, but what can you do? Alright, let's get right into this gameplay. So I've spent a ton of time in the dual lane. That's mainly because my dual lane has been struggling a little bit. Cabna, Ymir, they're kind of shutting down our side, really putting that pressure up. So, I've made some rotations over. We haven't had just the biggest impact, and it's unsuccessful rotations, and that's keeping me from getting the farm I need. Our Cucullin is doing great against Neith. He ended up going down there, but I'm sure he was diving the tower. It's to be expected if you dive a tower, but hey, I go ahead and let my team know, hey, take down the pods there, or the hives, so I can actually gank, because, if they've got vision on me, it's much harder to gank them. And let's make sure we take those down, and hopefully we can then hit level 5, go over there, grab Cab, take him under tower, and hit him a couple of times, take him out. No problem at all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and head in, or I'm just going to clean this jungle up. Let's go ahead and speed this up, right, guys? So, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up my jungle, try to hit level 5, and then, again, we'll hopefully have an impact. Dropping the blue buff, we do have that Cucullin, so there's not a huge need for blue, but, it's nice to drop it, and it does help with his health. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go in onto the Wizard Lizard. We're able to get tons of damage off on him. We're just not quite able to take him out. No problem. We do have an Aphrodite mid, and, it's mid lane Aphrodite, guys. She's not just crazy insane with damage, especially early on. So, it's okay. We chased him off. That's what we wanted to do. Aphrodite really needs to get out of the lane. I ping retreat a couple of times. I didn't really have anything that I could offer, so I'm just going to go ahead and dip out. I finish off my boots, and hey guys, we're level 5. Let's go ahead and snag Cab up, take him under tower, and just delete him real quick. Now, that's exactly what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to delete Cab. I'm going to go in. We end up missing our jump on him and stunning him, but, no problem. We take him under tower. We're able to just absolutely tear him to pieces. And again, I didn't use my 2 because I'm awful. And then I'm going to just disengage from that, but my team goes in onto Ymir, and our Medusa just took a ton of damage there, and we end up going down. You know, they had jungle rotation, and, you know, that's bad. Guys, when you're low, get out, you know, and we should have just been happy with that cab kill. This stage in the game, that should have been very, you know, that should have been enough. But, you know, unfortunately, I just ended up feeding that kill. Oh, feels bad, man. I could have even Aegis, but what can you do? Now, from here, I'm going to get back into lane. I go ahead and wrap my yellow up, and then I see Bakasura and the Wizard Lizard are heading over to red, so I'm going to head over there. There's the Wizard. Let's take him out. He went in Aegis, but hey, we're going to... no problem at all. We end up losing our red for that, but hey, no problem at all. We got a kill for it and took it right away from him. You know, that's great. I'm going to go ahead and get mid lane pushing. You know, it might have been okay to just leave this for Aphrodite because she has been forced out of lane a few times. But, you know, that was just a poor decision on my part. But since our ult is now up, let's get into our duo lane, grab this cab, take him under tower, kill him, you know, make easy work on him. And you can see the hives are still up. My team just is not getting those hives down. But that's okay. We get cab under tower, and then I brutalize him, you guys. Oh, it feels bad. But we are able to get some poke on him. Medusa ends up ulting him. Oh, taking him out. Oh, feels great. I'm going to let Ymir go. Like, Ymir, he can throw balls, he can freeze me, he's going to get out of this. You know, let's not worry about it. I've used my entire kit, you know, let's just let him go. Medusa chases that a little bit, and where she gets deleted. You know, she gets rotated on by Bakasura, and it feels bad, man. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let Aphrodite bait him in a little bit. We're able to get some damage onto him. We need to get out of that, though, and luckily Aphrodite's able to wrap up that kill. You know, that's great. We're able to punish that Bakasura, but we still lost our ADC for that. And, you know, it's just not worth it. But, guys, in those early stages, if you definitely can't wrap up both the kills, just get one kill and back off a little bit. And, you know, especially if you see your team backing off, make sure you're getting out as well, because you will get caught out and you will get deleted. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my jungle camps, you know, that kind of typical thing, and we actually end up rotating to mid. You know, our wizard, or the Wizard Lizard has been just bullying our Aphrodite, and I'm going to try everything I can to take him out. We end up going down here, just stayed in his tornado too long, but the idea was we want to take her out. Unfortunately, Aphrodite goes down as well. You know, so we traded mid laners there, and then we traded junglers as well. So, you know, but it's just bad. What can I say? Now, once I spawn back in, I'm, again, we're just gonna look around, see what we need to do. You know, we downed our yellow and then instantly died, so yellow's gone. But I see Ymir's kind of over here by himself. Let's go ahead and go in on Ymir. Miss our brutalizing. Guys, missing brutalize is very, very easy to do. We end up jumping out of his ult there, but with three of us here, we should be able to collapse on him, take him out. Sure enough. You know, that Athena's taunt is so good. Sure enough, we take him out. Oh, feels great. We finally down him, and, you know, we should be able to push into this tower and take down this tower pretty uncontested. This is going to allow my team to start really rotating, things like that, and, you know, it's just going to have a better impact because we really need some help in mid lane. Aphrodite's, you know, she is definitely struggling in mid lane, so let's get over there quickly and help her out. Now, I'm going to instantly head to our mid lane. You know, there is some presence there. I missed my jump, but we are able to take out that Wizard Lizard. And then you see, I hit Bakasura, he was CC immune, and my ultimate ends up just going away instantly. And, you know, feels bad, but we are able to take out both their mid laner and their jungle. This is going to free us up to go in on this mid lane tower and, you know, avoiding as many tower hits as we can. We're gonna go in, push this tower, and hopefully take it down. Now, once we down this tower, I'm gonna instantly head over to our duo lane, and, you know, there's some enemy presence. Let's see if we can take them down. Cab is here. I end up jumping over him, and then we kind of go in behind him. Sure enough, we're able to take him down, no problem at all. Ymir is here. Let's see if we can make something happen with Ymir. We end up just tanking his ultimate, and, you know, it barely did anything to us. He doesn't have any damage on, you know, well, so Luckily, we were able to survive that. And then I'm going to clean this lane up and head back to base. Now again, we're kind of running into that same issue with our duo lane. You know, they're staying in those fights. Once you get a kill, guys, just back off. There's no real need to stay in on that fight. You know, and it is unfortunate. They're going down like that, but, you know, is what it is. We end up actually going in on this cab, and we delete him. We delete him, guys. And you saw we were able to get in front of him, take one of those hits, and the tower started hitting him. Oh, great. We're going to end up jumping right into a freeze from Ymir, but that's quite alright. We're doing work. And again, we hit R2 after we use our abilities because we're just absolutely terrible. But we're going to chase this kill. We should be able to get it. Sure enough, we're able to jump on him and take him out. No problem at all. You know, hey, 2-6. I'm feeling pretty confident. And for this being one of my first games with Fenrir, hey, we're not doing bad at all. Now, Athena ends up going in on purple, and we kind of head over there, and then Bacchus here. Let's go in on Bacchus. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, I'll Aegis through this, and I should have left, guys. Like, I did use my full kit, you know, we were kind of stuck, but, man, his ult lasts long. We end up getting the kill, you know, Athena's able to wrap that kill up, and she actually gets out, you know, she's able to get out of that cab. So, we end up trading junglers again, but, you know, hey, yeah, I would say that's decent. You know, we both got out, you know. It would have been nice to survive, though. Now, once I spawn back in, again, we're just going to continue farming, you know, looking for what we need to do. But there's still, you know, even though we have taken down all their T1s, we still have a T1 up, but, you know, we're kind of starting into that, hey, let's go kill people phase. And I'm able to jump in on this Baka. We're able to take him out. Neith is here. We go in on Neith a little bit, but we're not able to kill her. We end up ulting in, just dragging her back, and she doesn't have a jump anymore, so we should be able to take her out, no problem. And I don't know how she avoided dying there, but she did, and we end up jumping in on that cab. We get an awesome triple kill. Oh, great, and you know, Bacchus down again. That's huge. We should be able to push into this tower easy peasy. You know, this was a huge turning point in this match, and with Athena going and taking this tower, hey, let's go in on this T2, take it out, and unfortunately the enemy team ends up surrendering. You know, it was a great match though. We ended up 10-3-8. You know, not too shabby, guys. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this Fenrir guide. I really hope y'all enjoyed, and sorry about the audio if it sounds weird. I had to change some settings since I did just start streaming, and I'm changing a few things around. But if you did enjoy, show me some love. Leave me a comment. Think about subscribing. Add me on Smite, and as always, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.